substances to identify whether a material is acidic, basic or neutral. The substances which are used to identify the nature of other substances, whether they are acidic, basic or neutral, are called indicators. They are called indicators. Okay, just now I showed you blue litmus paper and red litmus paper, isn't it? Blue and red litmus paper I showed you. The blue litmus paper changed into red in acid. Okay, so litmus paper is an indicator. It indicates that the substance is acidic by changing its color from blue to red. So what are indicators? Indicators are substances which indicate whether a substance is acidic, basic or neutral. See, when I put the blue litmus paper in acid, it changes to red. And when I put red litmus paper in base, it changes to blue. That means it is indicating. So the substances which indicate whether a given substance is acidic, basic or neutral are called indicators. See here, I have a synthetic indicator. There are two types of indicators. One is natural indicator that we are getting from our nature. Say for example, this litmus paper I showed you now. Okay, the litmus paper. See, the litmus paper is a natural indicator which is actually prepared from the lichens. We studied about lichens in the first chapter in symbiotic relationship. From lichen, a kind of dye is separated. From that dyes, actually the litmus papers are prepared. Therefore, litmus is a natural indicator. Similarly, turmeric is a natural indicator. Onion is a natural indicator. Vanilla is a natural indicator. And your hibiscus, shoe flower, hibiscus is a natural indicator. Whereas, see this one, this is called phenolphthalein. Okay, phenolphthalein is a man-made indicator. It's a chemical indicator. The man-made indicators are called synthetic indicators. So, see, the phenolphthalein is a synthetic indicator. Similarly, another one I will show you. See, this is methyl orange. Methyl orange is another example for synthetic indicator. Therefore, phenolphthalein and methyl orange are two examples for synthetic indicators or man-made indicators. Okay? See, this is the lemon. In lemon there is citric acid is there. Okay, I am taking little lemon juice. Okay, I am taking lemon in a test tube. See, I have taken lemon and I have prepared China rose solution. China rose in water. I am adding this China rose in lemon. That lemon is having acidic character. Okay, lemon is an acid. See, that changed into a magenta color, a red like magenta color. So that shows that acid is present in lemon, and therefore China rose can be used as an indicator. China rose indicating that lemon is acidic by forming a magenta color. Are you clear? Therefore, China rose is an example for natural indicator. Another test tube, I have taken a base like soap solution. I have taken in a test tube and I am adding the same China rose solution. Adding the same China rose solution. China rose is an example for natural indicator. China rose is a natural indicator. I am adding the China rose here Let us see what happens. See, I am mixing it. Okay, I am mixing it. See, the solution become green. See, in acid, when I added China rose in lemon, it become magenta. So when China rose changes to magenta color, it is acidic. When China rose changes to green, then it is basic in nature. See? Okay, this is magenta. China rose turned to magenta in acids, whereas it changes to green in bases. Therefore, China rose is another indicator and it is a natural indicator. See, I am taking little turmeric solution in a test tube. See, turmeric solution. Okay, turmeric solution is yellow in color. And I am adding acids. See, in acid, the turmeric solution remains yellow. There is no change. There is no change of acid in turmeric. Now let us see what happens when bases are added in turmeric, or when turmeric is added to base, what happens? This is the soap solution. I made soap solution. You know, soap is a base. Okay, soap solution is base. And now I am adding turmeric solution. Turmeric is a natural indicator. I am adding to it. Let us see what happens. See, the color of the soap solution changed into dark red. Color of the soap become dark red. Therefore, it's used as, that is turmeric powder used as an indicator. It's a basic indicator. In bases, the turmeric become dark red. See, I am taking ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide is a base. Let us see whether it is a base or not. I am telling that it is a base, but we have to confirm. Okay, how can we confirm? We can confirm by using certain indicators, isn't it? So, I am taking ammonium hydroxide in a test tube. Okay, I have taken ammonium hydroxide. See, now I am putting an indicator, the synthetic indicator phenolphthalein. I am putting one drop of synthetic indicator phenolphthalein, only one drop. See what happened? Okay, now the color changed into pink. Okay, it became pink. When I added just one drop of phenolphthalein, that ammonium hydroxide became pink. When a substance changed into pink color in phenolphthalein indicator, then it is basic. So what this indicate do? That in phenolphthalein indicating that the substance taken is basic by changing the color into pink. So the pink color indicates that the substance taken is basic. So what are indicators? Indicators are substances that indicate whether a substance is acidic, basic or neutral. Now, I am going to add an acid. I am taking sulfuric acid. Now I am adding into this pink color solution. See, I am adding sulfuric acid slowly. What happened? That pink has gone. The pink color has gone. That means the basic solution changed into acidic. Okay, that basic condition is cancelled by the acid which I added. Are you clear? And again, if I am adding this ammonium hydroxide, okay, I have to add more ammonium hydroxide. I am adding ammonium hydroxide again. See, now the color remains same. That means still it is acidic. Again I am adding. See, still it is acidic. Now see, slowly a pink color is forming. A pink color formation is taking place. That means that acidic condition. Now see the color. A beautiful pink color appeared. Okay. Again a beautiful pink color appeared. Can you see the pink color? That means the phenolphthalein indicator indicates when the solution becomes basic. In basic it gives pink color, but when it is in acidic condition, that time it was not giving any color. Therefore phenolphthalein is an example for basic indicator. Phenolphthalein is a basic indicator. I have taken another test tube and I am putting hydrochloric acid. Another acid I am pouring. See, I have taken hydrochloric acid. Now I am adding another indicator, that is methyl orange. This is methyl orange. Let us see what will be the color change of the acid in methyl orange. This is an indicator called methyl orange. I am putting 2 drops of methyl orange. I am adding slowly. See, I have added 2 drops of methyl orange. See, in methyl orange the acid become red in color. Acid changes to red color in methyl orange. So methyl orange indicated that this is acid. Now I am taking ammonium hydroxide. NH4OH means ammonium hydroxide. It's a base. I am taking a base like ammonium hydroxide in a test tube. I have taken ammonium hydroxide. Now adding the same methyl orange, 2 drops to ammonium hydroxide. Let us see what happens. I am adding 2 drops of ammonium hydroxide. See, it changes into yellow color. So when methyl orange changes a substance into yellow, that means the substance is acidic. And when the methyl orange changes the substance into red, see, this is red. So in methyl orange, when the substance changes to red, it indicates that this is acidic. When the substance changes into yellow, in methyl orange, when the substance changes to yellow, it indicates that it is basic. Therefore methyl orange can be used to indicate both acidic as well as basic substance. In acidic substance, the methyl orange become red. In basic, the color become yellow, and in acid, the color become red. Therefore, methyl orange is an example for acid-base indicator. It indicates both acids as well as base. Methyl orange is an acid-base indicator, whereas phenolphthalein is a basic indicator. It indicates only the basic condition by changing into pink color, whereas the methyl orange in acid it become red, and in bases it become yellow. Okay, in bases it become yellow, and in acid it become red. Therefore, what are indicators? Indicators are the substances which indicate, which tells us, which shows us whether a substance is acidic, basic or neutral. Indicators are of 2 types. They are natural indicators and synthetic indicators. Methyl orange and phenolphthalein are synthetic indicators. Turmeric, vanilla, onion, shoe flower, hibiscus flower are natural indicators. Even the litmus paper, litmus is a natural indicator which is obtained from a dye taken from lichens. Now let us see some of the acids and bases which are found in the very commonly used things. The things around us or the things that we use in our daily life have some kind of acids and bases. First, let us see about the different acids present in some of the things that we found in our daily life. Say for example, vinegar. Vinegar, which we usually use in our home for making pickles, consists of, or that is nothing but acetic acid. Okay, vinegar is acetic acid, and the ant, the one which bite, the ant possess formic acid. Okay, the ant possesses formic acid. The name of the ant in Latin is formica, as they possess this formic acid. And when an ant bite, we will get a kind of pain that is because of the injection of formic acid by the ant. Then the curd, the drinking curd consists of lactic acid. Okay, curd consists of lactic acid, and the spinach that we use having oxalic acid. Spinach, oxalic acid. Then in gooseberries, amla. Gooseberries, we have ascorbic acid. Okay, gooseberry, we have ascorbic acid. Then in tamarind or grapes, or we can say raw mango, we have another acid, that is tartaric acid. In tamarind, mango and grapes, tartaric acid. Then in apple there is another acid. In apple we have malic acid. Malic acid. And in citrus fruits means, see the lemon, oranges are citrus fruit. In citrus fruits we have citric acid. So all these materials, all these substances are acidic as they possess these acids. These are some of the acids that we use in our daily life. Okay, vinegar, acetic acid, and formic acid, and in Latin it is called formica. Acid consists of formic acid in its sting. Curd, lactic acid. Spinach, oxalic acid. Gooseberry, ascorbic acid. It is called vitamin C. Then tamarind, grapes and raw mango, we have tartaric acid. Then in apple, malic acid. And in citrus fruits, citric acids. See some of the bases that we come across in our daily life. See the soap, the toilet soap, the bathing soap is actually made up of sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, which are bases. Okay, so soap. In soap, we have sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. Sodium or potassium hydroxide. sodium or potassium hydroxide in the toilet soap. And the lime water means, see, we use whitewashing, the calcium carbonate powder, when it mixed with water for whitewashing, that we call it as, that solution is the lime water. Lime water is calcium hydroxide. Lime water. The lime water is a base. The name of the chemical name of the base in lime water is calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. And the window cleaner, we use a liquid for cleaning the windows as well as the glasses of the cars, buses and all. That is nothing but ammonium hydroxide. Okay, window cleaner, ammonium hydroxide. This question may be asked, which is the base present in window cleaner? Which is that? Ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide is the base present in window cleaner, ammonium hydroxide. And when we get acidity, stomach related problem, the doctors gives us a chewing tablet, Digene or Gelusil. It is known as Gelusil or Digene commercially. Medically it is called Digene or Gelusil. A rose colored tablet. That is actually a base and it is known as milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia. Sometimes this milk of magnesia, rose color liquid are also given. Acidity problems. Okay, stomach related problem, they will give a rose color liquid, either a liquid form or it is given as tablet, Digene or Gelusil. It is actually milk of magnesia, that is a base and its chemical name is magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide. Okay, these are some of the bases that we come across in our daily life. Soap, daily you are using. Okay, soap consists of either sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. And whitewash, we use that whitewashing when that powder mixed in water form a solution. That clean solution, that clean liquid is known as the lime water, that is called calcium hydroxide. And see, the window cleaner we use in our daily life. Some of you might have seen, that is ammonium hydroxide, and the milk of magnesia, that is known as the magnesium hydroxide. These are the some of the bases. Okay.